So last weekend, my buddies and I decided to take a road trip to the mountains, a solid tradition involving questionable gas station snacks, Spotify debates, and arguing about who gets shotgun. Everything was going smoothly until Mark, who's notorious for finding ways to complicate even the simplest plans, showed up at my driveway with a duffel bag and a plastic terrarium. Inside, calmly munching on a lettuce leaf, was his pet turtle, Sheldon. Mark announced, in a tone that suggested we should be honored, "Sheldon's coming with us. He loves the open road." We all exchanged looks, but figured, hey, what's the worst that could happen with a turtle? The first sign of trouble was at mile 17, when Mark insisted we pull over because Sheldon needs to stretch his legs. I don't know if you've ever watched a turtle stretch, but it's not exactly riveting. Still, we were good sports. At the next rest stop, Mark took Sheldon out again, this time insisting the turtle needed to commune with nature. By mile 60, it became clear, every time someone even hinted at needing a bathroom break, Mark would enthusiastically suggest one, for Sheldon. The man was treating this reptile like it was a newborn with a bladder the size of a thimble. Things escalated when we reached mile 150. Mark had developed a routine: park the car, gently lift Sheldon from his terrarium, and narrate the entire bathroom break process with a running commentary worthy of a National Geographic special. "Notice how Sheldon observes his environment before making any moves, truly a master of patience," he'd say, as the rest of us tried not to pee our pants waiting for Sheldon to finish exploring. By the fifth pit stop, we realized this was less about the turtle's needs and more about Mark's own tiny bladder. But, hey, it's hard to argue with a man who's using a turtle as his emotional support excuse. By the time we hit the 200-mile mark and our sixth stop, I finally confronted Mark. "Dude, is Sheldon really this needy, or are you just using him as a cover?" Mark looked genuinely shocked. "What? No. I just figured, slow and steady wins the race. I thought that meant you're supposed to stop every time you feel the urge, slow and steady bathroom breaks, right?" And that's how I learned my friend spent the entire road trip misunderstanding a fable and turning our drive into a bladder Olympics, all because he thought slow and steady was about pit stops, not speed limits.